Good morning and happy Wednesday. This is Anthony Speciale with Hawkeye Traders. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. Before we jump into the charts today, I just need to disclaim that everything I share with you today is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as financial advice. Guys, with that, I want to jump in today right into the charts. I was looking through some ETFs here, checking things out, seeing how the consumer services were coming along, the telecom services, utility services, things like that. ETFs is something we haven't really chatted about yet, but I thought it'd be pretty cool to talk about that today because some of these had really presented some really nice opportunities. This is the telecom service. We got a long signal back in the beginning of August. It played itself fairly well. Plenty of demand on the weekly and monthly charts. It was stopped out, but there was certainly opportunity along the way to have booked some profits. It has not qualified for a downward bearish trend quite yet. So there's a little consolidation going on right now, but I would sit tight. We are coming out of weekly demand at the moment, and we will see how this turns out. Next one is consumer discretion. Guys, on the back end of the coronavirus pandemic, consumer confidence, consumer discretion, those things, were strong or came off strong. I mean, we had the strongest bull market in record time almost ever, in the history of our stock market, in the history of our country. It didn't surprise me terribly to see that the consumer discretion ETF was strong, and it certainly was. I liked the signal that popped up early to mid-July, and man, that thing just took off like a rocket ship. And we're looking on the weekly and daily charts, weekly and monthly charts. I mean, the sky was still the limit. It pulled back like the rest of the market did. It's consolidating at the moment, which is consistent with the other ETFs we've looked at and we're going to look at. But guys, this was really a great opportunity to get a piece of this run. I mean, our entry was around 212, and we went as high as 251ish. So, for anyone who took advantage of this, it was definitely a very nice ride on the upside. Consumer staples, consistent with what we've seen thus far. Mid-July, got a long signal. You guys see how this is relative to each other? When we look at ETFs that monitor different sectors, particularly of the consumer, they almost trade in sync with each other. Same thing, long entry at 155 and change, went as high as over 170. In weekly demand right now, there is certainly more upside potential. We're going to see what happens here. It's consolidating, but in congestion. But just sit tight. We'll see if we get another long entry to the upside. Energy. So, guys, all of you know that I'm an energy trader, particularly a crude trader. This actually led the market a little bit on the futures. So sometimes it's interesting to see how some ETFs will actually lead the market. And that's for another day. We're going to talk a little more in depth about that because it's interesting and it's useful. But this had offered a short coming into early September. And of course, you can see it sold off relatively quickly. We are sitting in monthly demand, but trending towards weekly demand. So from weekly supply. So there could be some more downside opportunity here. I would look at the next target about $37 if it keeps going to the downside. All right. So this was what I wanted to speak about today, and this is a pretty difficult topic because this is where most people struggle. The key to trading success is emotional discipline. If intelligence were the key, there would be a lot more people making money trading. And guys, this is a very true statement. Since last week when I had done the Hawkeye Training Room with Randy, which I'm looking forward to doing again later this morning, and I hope some of you can join me, there was quite a bit of people that reached out to me. I mean, I must have responded to several dozen emails, even had a few phone conversations this past week. And everybody told me the same thing. I'll win, and then I'll lose. And they're taking their winners a little short, and they're letting their losers run. And it's the emotional discipline that really comes into place that most people are struggling the most with. And I ask people, what what's your battle? What's your, internal battle? People say some people can't take the loss well. Some people get physically and emotionally sick. Some people will just hold on to the loss because they just don't want to be proved wrong. And some people, and those are typically the same people that go, oh my God, I'm up a little bit in this position. I better put the money in the bank. Well, that's all fine and well, but if you didn't make enough on your winning trades, you'll never offset your losing trades. So it's the emotional discipline to disconnect, yourself from being consumed by trading, being consumed by the market, that is so important. That really supersedes the strategy. If you have a good strategy, a great strategy, and it doesn't even have to be, nothing's perfect, but if you have a strategy that works statistically over time, the variable that's going to cause that strategy to fail isn't the strategy. Look in the mirror. The variable is you. Guys, I just took a position in oil, a short position, and I got stopped out. Now I have two short positions. I should rephrase that. My first short position, I'm still trading in. My second one I took, I got stopped out. I didn't lose sleep over it. I didn't get upset over it. I didn't get nauseous over it. I didn't skip dinner over it. I didn't not train over it. I didn't, my life didn't change over it. My big winning position that I'm still in right now is up significant. And my little losing position I got knocked out of, well, it happens. And life goes on. Guys, I wasn't even at the computer when it happened because it didn't matter. There was nothing I could do to change it. And I think that's where so many people are struggling. They're just tied too emotional to it. And if they could disconnect from it, that's a really, really special way to see yourself become a successful trader. So that was just a little tidbit I wanted to share with you today, because from what I gathered from most of the people I spoke with over the past week or so, this is where we're struggling the most. We're struggling with discipline. We're struggling with emotions. We're struggling with consistency. Today we're going to work with Randy again in the Hawkeye training room. He's going to focus on the charts. I'm going to focus on helping you. I'm going to focus on helping you become a better trader, so that you could take his skills that he's instilling and hopefully my discipline and my consistency and those things that really drive home with you to make you a better, more consistent trader. Hopefully, between he and I, we're going to get you on the right path. We already know Hawkeye works. We already know the indicators work. We already know that volume is the key. We're going to fill in the missing pieces for you, and that's what's so important. Now, guys, I know I've mentioned this several times already this week, and I'm going to say it again only because it's really just as exciting as it can be for me. I've shared with you, and I'll share with you again. I've been working on this for years, and finally, with the help of Hawkeye and with the help of Market Traders Daily, I was able to build this platform that has been a dream of mine and been, such a meaningful part of my life, to be able to have something to share with the masses, the same success that I've had. So, guys, probably in the coming week or so, you're going to get an email from Hawkeye. You're going to get an email from me personally. You're going to get an email from Big Energy Profits. Please do me a favor. Carve a little time out of your day and watch the webinar. It would mean the world to me for you to see it. I would love to hear your feedback. Email me, call me. I'm so anxious to impact other people's lives that I truly, truly hope that you find value in what we've built for you. And when I say we, I mean me, my entire team, Market Traders Daily, Hawkeye Traders. We've all contributed to this, and it's just been really, really a very special and humbling experience for me. And I really look forward to serving you guys. And guys, don't forget, you can visit us anytime at HawkeyeTraders.com. You can call us anytime at 888-233-8598. And if you're not already trading with us, if you're not already in the inner circle, if you're not already getting access to me and Randy on the weekly trainings, or you don't have access to all the training videos in the back members area, guys, click the link below, watch the webinar. If If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Listen, my desk is full, but it's never too full to serve you, to help you, to guide you. So if I don't get back to you immediately, I will, trust me, you won't be forgotten. You will get a return phone call or return email, whatever it takes to help you be successful. But that's what I'm here for. All right. And with that, have a great day, have a blessed day, and have a profitable day. Take care.